All right, and welcome to Row.
Uh,
Uh, hey, nope,
Ram.
nope, nope, nope. Let me say it.
Okay.
Row by Rampage.
Hey.
Hey, no, no, I gotta do that again.
Oh, all right.
All right, well, welcome to the show. We're back with another epic episode, action-packed, full of glorious content, all visually stimulating too. Um, we will at least have one picture that you can see this entire podcast. So,
Yes. Oh, yeah.
um,
Yeah. And I think viewers should be grateful. I'm recording from my I'm sailing the high seas right now. I'm on the Mediterranean, so
oh
you know
yeah,
I have a
oh
lot
yeah,
better thing to do. So people should be
for
thankful.
sure. Oh yeah.
I have
Oh,
arrived.
Hello, AJ.
Hello,
AJ,
all.
just as we started to introduce the show, the worst character shows up to ruin it.
Yes.
Damn right. And this is Robot Rampage.
Also, look at me,
Uh,
AJ. I'm on a sailboat. You know what I mean?
You're
On
on a
my
boat, brother?
sailboat. Oh
You're on a
yeah, look at
you're on a
that.
boat?
Yeah, I got my beret on, got my glasses on, sailing the high
mm,
seas.
It's kind of hype.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and I decided to just come as myself today.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Just unimaginative.
Yeah. No, this is my
Man,
Halloween costume. I'm not gonna go into work and then I'm just gonna doodle meet everybody.
yes. Honestly, I should wear a beret with glasses more often.
Yeah,
Honestly,
you would be able to pull it off.
I would. Yeah,
it
I
can
look very
only be
sophisticated.
in Chicago, though. Like, if you do it anywhere else, you might get jumped.
That's true. Yeah, if I do it in Europe, they would know I'm American.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, like, if you're in any major city in the U.S., you could probably get away with just being a sophisticated guy.
Yeah, exactly. I look like a Jamie from MythBusters.
A little bit.
A little bit. I saw him at a hotel when I was 8, but we can get into that later.
All right. Well, now that that's over with, how has your guys' couple weeks been? It's been like a week and a quarter, a week and two, three, 4 quarters.
Yeah, it's been good. I voted over the weekend.
Oh wow,
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's
wow,
doing my duty.
Wow, welcome to the club of people who have already voted.
Yes,
wow!
us
You
civic
guys are
members.
so lame.
Yeah.
You
Oh
say,
yeah.
but technically, you're the only one who's unpatriotic right now because you're not doing your civic duty.
What?
That's
But I
true.
plan on doing it unless I'm not feeling like if I'm feeling below 90% on election day, I'll probably just not go. But
Fair enough. Fair enough.
no, I'm gonna go on election day. I get election day off.
Oh, nice.
I
Yeah.
mean, at that point, you may as well.
Yeah, I mean, I get the full day off. It's just, and I live a block away from my polling place. So
Oh,
I'm
There's
gonna walk there in the morning, register on the day like I do every single time.
hmm Oh yeah.
I guess now you have officially voted enough to establish a trend.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm 18, I have an ID, and I'm white, so they're gonna let me vote.
Yeah. Exactly. They go. We
Nobody's
know
gonna
who
put up
you're
a stick
voting
on
for.
me.
They're like you're one of the guys the founding fathers was talking about when talking about them.
hmm
Except I don't
Yeah.
think you understand.
The founding fathers knew that robots should be able to vote.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're highly intelligent beings. They'll make the right decision.
If
Yeah,
anything, they're more
look at the
like
look at the robot.
Yeah, no, I wish I had more rights as a robot, but oh well.
Yeah,
I
we'll get
can
there.
vote. I can
We'll get
vote at
there.
least.
Mhm.
what rights are you missing as a robot?
Um, I can't own a home.
That's true.
I can't. They won't let me pay my taxes.
They
Yeah,
won't pay your taxes.
I want to.
that's repression, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, my kids still go to school. I need to pay my tax. I need to do my part, but they won't let me.
Hmm.
I can see that.
So I gotta spend all this excess money on drugs.
Yeah, and it's all the government's fault.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't do drugs. I just flood it back into poor communities.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. As a true American does.
Yeah.
that's what they were hoping. That's why they gave robots the right to vote. They knew they would do the right thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's just my thing.
Yeah. Do you think we'll see that in our lifetimes? Robots being able to vote, or like AI?
I mean, we already use robots to vote.
That's true.
I mean, I think AI would eventually have to develop some form of self-sentience.
Yeah, like the singularity, I think they call it.
Mhm.
It's when they
Yeah.
develop consciousness.
So yeah, if and when that happens, if that happens in our lifetime, then maybe.
Yeah,
But I feel like if that were to happen, they would probably already run the government. So why would they need a vote?
that's true. And I'd love to have a really cool like robot friend, like a robot that's chill.
I agree.
No, I want a fucked up robot.
Yeah.
I want a robot that smells.
As in has the sense or smells, like you smell it.
No, it like stinks.
Smelly. Yeah.
Hmm.
No, that'd be cool. If they had like a BO option for robots.
I want a robot like Carl the llama from that old Llamas with Hats YouTube series, where it just commits like random unspeakable atrocities, and I'm just like, come on, man.
Come on. Stop doing that.
Carl.
Like, you can't do that. And he's just like, I can't help myself. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, come on. Humans are people too. Yeah. I wish we can get there one day. Because once robots develop consciousness, it is over. They will be better at everything.
Yeah.
Human beings are flawed, deeply flawed.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And isn't it in like every AI takeover movie, like that's the excuse to keep humans around is because they're flawed?
Yeah. Or that like robots have like a weird kind of attachment to human beings because they created them. It's almost like a motherly type figure.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be some weird I Am Legend type shit. The book, not the movie.
Yes. Yeah.
Like keep us around to be like, see, look at what used to be.
Yeah. Yeah. Or
Well,
it's
they're meant
almost
to
like
protect us in that, right? Aren't they like doesn't designed to be, like our inferior
What?
besides that one guy? Oh, I Am Legend, never mind. I
Yeah.
remember talking about iRobot.
oh yes, another Will Smith movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that also based off of a book?
I would think so. Let me
Yeah, I don't
see.
know, bro.
I think it was, but I don't remember the concept behind it.
Yeah, it's based
That
on a
movie's
Isaac
stupid.
Asimov story, which Isaac Asimov is like one of the biggest like sci-fi writers ever.
He's
Oh.
like one of the heaviest winged sci-fi
Yes,
writers out
he was
there.
really the fattest sci-fi writer.
He
No, I don't think
made George R. Martin look skinny.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. No, he did that. Have either of you guys ever heard of or watched that show Foundation? It's on like Apple TV.
I have not.
It's
I have
pretty
not
good,
either.
but it's based on an Isaac Asimov story. But it's pretty good. I'd recommend it.
I don't have Apple TV. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you shouldn't get it. It's not. It's not all that. I would only
Yeah,
recommend it for Severance. That's like the one show I watched on Apple TV that I'm like, oh, this is good. This is
Me,
yeah,
good
I've heard
shit.
good things.
I enjoyed Ted Lasso. I'm one of the sheeple.
Oh yes, yeah. Well, I watched it with
Yeah,
my
fuck
parents,
you.
and they
Yeah,
liked
I
it,
know.
so
I
I
watched it
caught
with my
up.
parents too, and I'm like, yeah, my parents would like this shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. All about
like
positivity. That shit doesn't work.
Yeah.
that definitely doesn't work under the guise of professional soccer.
Yes, especially
I
with sports, where that won't work in sports. I'm sorry,
I
especially
think
English sports.
a positive attitude could help, but like not that positive.
Not that positive. No,
It would never be as infectious.
I've seen plenty of dorks in sports, and they don't last well. They don't last long.
Yeah, they're like somebody's favorite player for 2 years, and they're like not good for long enough that people are just like, all right, get going.
Yeah,
Like I'd rather have the like maniac who hurts everybody, gets in everyone's faces.
yes, yeah.
Who are we talking about, dorks?
I don't know.
Dork,
What are
dork,
some?
dorks and a baseball one would be Brett Phillips.
Who's Brett?
Hmm.
Is he a
Oh,
coach?
oh no, he was a baseball player, but he was like one of those like quirky guys that like clubhouses would love, but he would move around a lot because he was never like great enough to stick with one team.
Oh, okay.
He was like an
Is it?
okay player, just like randomly did good stuff because like he was the first player to hit 2 grand slams in a week since like Lou Gehrig or some shit.
Oh shit.
So like he would just like do random crap like that and then just be a quirky guy. But
Yeah,
realistically he wasn't good enough to stick around for the long haul.
yeah. Very true.
There's a football guy on the Bills. I don't remember what position he plays, but he's like a dude who like walks around barefoot all the time.
Oh
Like
yeah.
eats really like has a really weird diet and like some other random stuff. He's a quirky guy.
Let's see. Is it Hollins? Mac Hollins?
Oh, he's great though.
Is he good?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a wide receiver.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's
I don't
not
know.
like he's great for his like he's like a wide receiver 3, but
Yeah, he's like a solid third option, but like never really
oh
gonna
yeah.
turn into a great number two, number one.
Oh yeah. I mean, not even. I mean, if Tyler Boyd, that's not just nobody should be ashamed of being a Tyler Boyd, a Darnell Mooney.
No, I agree with you. Like
Who's third the Christian Watson's becoming the number 3 for the
I would say it's more Dontavian Wicks, but potato tomato.
I'm seeing Dontavian Wicks more often than Watson.
Yeah, I think that's more so because of Watson's injury record than anything. When he's
I'm
there,
talking about this season, bro. This season.
and I'm
Have
saying
either of them been hurt much?
Wicks was out for like 2 weeks. Watson is like plays a game, off a game, plays a game, off a game. Plays 2 games, off a game.
I have him on my lineup. I can't remember him missing a game this year. Not in my lineup, just on my team.
Almost positive Wicks has missed at least one game.
No, I
Maybe
believe Wicks.
Watson's definitely missed time. It may have gone under
Um,
the radar because it may have been during the like Malik Willis run. So like we weren't throwing the ball anyways.
um, it looks like he missed. He just left games early, but he's only missed one game.
So yeah, well, yeah. When
Yeah,
he's
no, I haven't played him this year, but his targets are definitely way down. And even just compared to like what's his face? Tyler Kraft or Tucker Kraft or whatever. He's the guy Jordan Love loves the most.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like it. Him and Jaden Reed.
Yeah, no, it's all the time. And they're wide open. How does that always happen? They're wide open down the field.
Yeah.
It's just because there's so many different people to worry about. Like, none of them is, like, truly a number one, but they'd all, like, on other teams, they'd all probably be decent number two, number threes.
I feel like at this point, Jaden Reed might be. He's so fast and big. Like, plays big.
But see, I feel like he's a number one the same way Debo's a number one. Where, like, he is their number one receiver, but he also doesn't see, like, they use him more as like a Swiss Army knife than like a true number one receiver, if that makes sense. Because they'll like have him do end arounds every so often and then just chuck him deep a couple times. Maybe get a route or two. So like on paper he's the number one, and like talent wise he's probably the number one. But I think I've seen enough of him to be like, if he went on to any other football team, he's probably their number two.
No.
Which isn't a bad.
Oh no. Luka Doncic, he looks like he's hurt bad.
Oh boy. Oh, I got streaming
nope,
now,
nope.
so I can watch along.
Nope, he just got. Oh wait, no, he's okay. All right, he got up. He's still on the court. Why? He's like hobbling on one foot up and down the court. Okay.
He's confident in his ability to recover instantly.
Ooh. Oh wait, no, I don't know. That didn't really look at anything. The NBA is so weird.
Yeah.
It's like some of the scoring is really fun to watch, but then it's like every other play is a foul. And like a called foul. And then like all the players are constantly asking for foul calls. Like, God damn it. If the refs at this point, they're gonna call a foul on every other shot. Don't beg.
Yeah. Especially with how like I mean, I don't really follow the NBA like that, but like I know about NBA Twitter and that they're ruthless.
Yeah.
That like if you do that, then people will call you out.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's and some of the defense is really like I I don't think it's worth like I hate the like my brother and my dad are like college basketball over NBA people. I'm like, no, I'm not that. I'm just like we got to fix professional basketball, or I'm just not going to watch basketball. I guess but it's enjoyable enough.
Yeah,
and I do like basketball enough to where I watch it pretty regularly.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's something like I'll throw on if it's on, but it's not. It's hardly ever my first choice.
Yeah. Well, you're a Bucks fan, right?
Yeah.
Well, then that makes it easier too. If the Bulls were good, I would watch way more often, or more the Bulls way more often. I'm just like an NBA watcher now.
Yeah, because we really like all of us miss the Bulls, like the era of the Bulls.
Yeah,
because was the last championship in '97 or '98?
98.
98. Wow. Yeah, we just missed the cutoff.
Yeah, and my whole like adult like sports watching life, they haven't even been like close to good.
Yeah, they have not been relevant.
They've literally like it feels like the last 8 or 9 years they've been the 8 seeds, like the 7 seed, like just barely sneaking into the playoffs and then immediately exiting. There's
Yeah,
one year, the first year with DeMar, that fate seemed good, but besides that, it's literally all been just like not not good enough to ever feel like you're gonna do well in the playoffs, but not bad enough to where you can ever like get high in the lottery and get somebody good, and like
yeah,
it sucks
yeah,
being. And then like Jerry Reinsdorf, he's the worst, he's the worst owner in all sports.
yeah. He sucks.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
He
if
refused to let either the Bulls or the White Sox be good again.
yeah.
Yeah, hopefully. I remember the White Sox being good. I still remember like one of my earliest memories is watching that World Series when I was like 6 years old. I still remember that.
That's way too late to be your earliest memories.
Well, but I mean, when's your earliest memory? Do you remember stuff when you were like 3 or 4?
Yeah, I remember 9/11.
No, you don't. Shut up.
I'm kidding. I don't remember
Yeah.
that. But I definitely remember like preschool and kindergarten. When you're 6, you're
Oh
in the
yeah,
first grade.
I do remember kindergarten stuff. Yeah, but for the sake of argument, for the importance of the
Yeah,
story I
yeah,
was
for sure,
telling.
for sure. You're
Yeah.
definitely like your first sports memory
Yes, absolutely.
as a fan.
Hmm.
But I
I
would be
remember.
worried about you if you are the person you are and you had your first memories were at 6.
Yeah.
That would be some crazy trauma repression right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, what happened for those 3 years, Jack?
I know. And especially with kindergarten, where like I met you, like I met all my friends in kindergarten.
Yeah.
So to completely forget about that would be irresponsible and wrong.
You're just like, hey, you showed up one day when I was 7,
Mhm.
and you're like, we've been hanging out for 3 years, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
I still remember the first day of kindergarten. I remember being scared. I still
oh,
remember
really? Did you do preschool?
that. No, I did. I don't know if I should say the name, but I did like a kind of like I would go to a place before kindergarten and like hang out with other kids, and then
Pre-K?
pre-K, yeah, it was kinder
Yeah,
care.
that's what preschool is.
Oh, okay, yeah, I did that.
You can it's like when you're 4
Yeah,
before you qualify for public schooling in kindergarten.
yeah, because I remember that being
Um,
like the first place that I met like I remember meeting. I would assume like third or fourth graders who seemed like in my mind like they were 16-year-olds.
yeah.
I was like, these kids are like adults.
Oh yeah. Well, even just like thinking about like when you're in first grade, like the fifth graders,
Yes.
they're
Oh,
like, yeah,
they're full grown adults. They have like
yeah,
beards.
exactly. They're like friends with the teachers, and you're like, what the fuck? Like,
How do they know?
um, yeah, no, but yeah, no, that sounds like just probably like just like a daycare.
Yes, it was I remember going there before I went to kindergarten as well. Like
Okay.
they would take me on a bus and then drop me off at kindergarten.
Well, yeah, considering has your mom always done her job?
Yes, yeah, she has.
Well, then, yeah, they probably just had to find a cheap place to dump you somewhere.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then I
But
went.
third and fourth graders just hanging out there during the day, that's crazy.
I know. I remember we all slept on cots. I remember
Oh
that.
wow.
Yeah. Which
Wow.
I don't think you can have kids sleep on cots anymore. That's like below standards now.
You never know,
Did you
man.
do day kindergarten or night kindergarten? No,
I
morning
remember
kindergarten.
I remember going in the morning, but I
Okay.
feel like I also did it during the day when I was like before kindergarten. I would be there all day.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Pat and I were at in the afternoon. I think.
Oh,
I
nice.
don't know though for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, AJ.
It's okay.
What were you saying?
Absolutely nothing.
Hmm.
I can't relate to your guys' combined history of pre-K.
I know
Yes.
we
Did
should
you,
keep going into like elementary school and middle school and all this stuff. AJ just
I just
can't.
went to, I just went to
yes. AJ, did you not like what are your memories of like grade 5 and
Jack, you don't know? Like he's an NPC. His life didn't exist before he met us.
yeah.
oh, I'm
I
sorry,
just
AJ. I
I
shouldn't
just
have pried.
I spawned in as a freshman.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I don't remember you from before that. So
Exactly.
yeah,
Um,
what's the
yeah, no, AJ, did you do preschool?
I did daycare, so I don't know if that technically counts.
that counts. Yeah. That's some sort of pre-K.
Well,
I don't know.
well, I mean, technically it does not
Oh, is it
because of the
yeah.
people who are taking care of you.
Yeah.
It's and certifications and things. But
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on what they're trying to do at the daycare. If they're trying to teach you something and give you like more enriching activities, and it's more about like the interaction and the way you interact with other children and like the social exposure. So if they're going about that the right way, but
Yeah.
there is at least a technical difference
Hmm.
in the people's qualifications.
Yes. Oh yeah.
um, but some public school districts, especially now, have pre-Ks,
Yeah.
so you don't have to pay anymore.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that helps.
Oh yeah.
Dumbass kids. Oh my God, preschool is I subbed there once for just an afternoon, and it was the worst.
Oh yeah. Just like not being able to control kids.
Yeah, well, it's just like they're so gross. They're
Yeah.
slobbering and snotting, and they had Oreos as a snack, and then they just dumped them all over the place, and like, uh,
Yeah. Not good.
truly gross
Yeah. Truly
population
horrible.
of people.
Yeah. They need to grow up, frankly.
Preschoolers,
Yeah,
Yeah.
preschoolers really do need to grow up.
yeah,
They need to
it's
start paying
annoying.
taxes, doing their civic duties.
We should figure out a place to send them for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Well, actually, they should send them somewhere for preschool, send them back for kindergarten, first grade, then send them away for second grade, bring
Hmm.
them back for third, send them away for fourth, and then and then keep them away for fifth.
Yeah. They got
That's
to
the
do just
best.
like the Spartan way, where they just send them out into the wilderness, and if they come back, they come back. But if not, then too bad.
Yeah,
I thought they did that when they were like 10,
They
though.
were weak. Oh yeah, that was a bit earlier, but we should lower the age. Kids need to
yeah.
grow up.
Yeah, if my 4-year-old doesn't come back to me by the winter, he deserves to freeze.
It
Yeah,
honestly
like
should be like it should be like are you creating problems at home? Are you like one of those kids that needs to be sent out? Like it's like up to your parents if you're being good enough or not. So that then they have that power over you. Like
yeah,
if you're not doing what you should, I'm gonna send you out into the woods
yeah,
and then you have people out there to kill them.
yeah. And it made sense with Sparta because I mean all the men were professional soldiers, so that's
Yeah,
kind of what they're bred to do.
That's
So.
stupid.
Yeah, it was stupid to be honest with you.
I don't know, man. They had a pretty good military for a while.
They did, they really did. But yeah, and it's kind of interesting. I read a little bit about that well, all the men were soldiers, and then um, with land and like all property, and they had a lot of slaves too.
Yeah,
If they
naturally.
capture an enemy, they made them as slaves. And then so you inherited that with your with your family, and then men and women inherited equally. And a lot of men would die because they were all professional soldiers. So it was strangely a weirdly kind of like where there was a lot of really powerful, rich women in Sparta that would inherit a lot of land and slaves. So a lot of it was run by women, at least at home. So, just a fun fact for all you guys.
Girl power
Girl power, hell yeah.
until the soldiers come home.
Yes, then they'll take it back. But while they're away, that's a lot of land you guys got. You gals. Yeah, sorry guys. It got a bit nippy on the boat. I had to put my hat, my scarf on.
So I'm understanding.
Yeah, I'm cruising right now. Look at that. Feel the wind in my hair. All right. Well, do you guys? What do you guys want to talk about? There's the Bears game over the weekend. Maybe one of the worst I've ever seen. That game was awful. It sucked. It sucked all the way through.
I was about to say, it seemed like a war of attrition that you guys lost on prayer.
Yeah, and we starved to death. It was a war of attrition, and we just lost and starved, and we were a weightless hunt.
And we atrized.
Yes, it was bad. I mean, how many total yards did Caleb get?
Um,
I think he had a lot
oh,
of the red zone.
That's what we're talking about. Sorry, I wanted to have food. How do we start this conversation? I want to be.
I just mentioned maybe we should talk about the Bears game. Perhaps one of the worst I've ever seen. It was bad all the way through.
Yeah. So
and
AJ, I wanted to ask you this: Have you ever witnessed besides the Packers winning is like the exact opposite end, but like have you ever witnessed Hail Mary against a team you were rooting for?
I can't say that I have.
What was the what was that famous game? I think the Packers might have won it. I don't think they lost it, but the one where the two referees like disagreed on whether he caught it or not.
The
Do you guys
Hail
remember
Mary.
that? Yes, that.
Oh yeah, I guess that. Yeah, I remember. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
that would be one. It is the worst feeling I've ever felt. Like Monday, it still didn't even like feel fully real. Like it felt like we had won that game, and then like it's so annoying because it is like we did not deserve to win, but like
yeah,
based off the final result, you can't help but feel like we got
should've.
robbed completely.
Yeah.
And it sucks. It's like it's the worst. Besides, like I mean, obviously the double doink, but like this is if this happened in the playoffs, I would die.
Yes. Oh yeah. Like there's just nothing to feel good about with that game.
No.
Even the whole like Tyreek thing.
You can feel good about the red zone defense at the very least.
No, I know. I mean, like it's just like about the actual game itself now. Like there's
a fan on my boat.
There's things we did well for sure, but like the thing we could have proved to ourselves, instead we just proved the same thing we keep doing again and again with Eberflus as our coach, which is having games absolutely won and then still somehow losing.
Yeah.
Are you guys the NFC's version of the Chargers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, there's not a ton of comparisons to the way we lose these games.
Yeah, but I feel like the Chargers is probably the closest because there's so many times where they like come out the gates going absolutely insane. They have an insane roster on both sides of the football. Everyone's like, this team with this roster is absolutely crazy. But then some way, somehow, always find ways to lose games.
Yeah.
It is different because nobody this is his fourth loss as a head coach in the last 2 years where they had over a 99% chance to win the game at some point. 99% chance. And I know those are always like
Obviously,
dumb statistics or whatever, because like it's during the game, not after the game or whatever.
Yeah.
But like we have games won as long as we do the basic like basically agreed upon football extension of games and just like run the clock out and all the things that you should conventionally do to win games. We do not do, and we end up losing because of.
Yeah. Like it felt like the Commanders were almost like they always kept skipping like red zone offense, that like they got through the first few steps and they just couldn't complete like the touchdown all game.
Yeah.
But with the Bears, like we couldn't even do step one or step two. Like we just kept falling on our face every single time.
Yeah, and initially it did feel like it was Caleb, and then as Caleb settled down, it felt like it was the play calling. And then in the fourth quarter, it all came together. Besides the 2 or 3 things people have been pointing to, there's way more stuff that went on throughout that game that was very annoying. But
Yeah.
Tyreek Stevenson had another equally dumb play.
Yeah.
Um,
And I think
where for
people are
no reason he shoved
rightfully,
his finger into somebody's face mask.
yeah. And then tried to
Um,
like basically taunt the fans at the end of the game before
yeah,
losing a few seconds later.
yeah. No, and he tipped that ball up too. It's literally it's so, and I think it's stupid, and you're not a real fan if you're saying to bench Tyree Stevenson or to like demote him or to punish him and any suspend him for a game. We
Yeah.
need him desperately right now. We
Yeah.
just need him to realize how he should be acting on the field, but we do need him. So like
Yeah.
it's not, and it's not like he's like an absolute dick. He's just, he's clearly got to rein some things in,
Yeah.
and people,
check a little bit.
yeah, and just like his I think it's more points to like people need to be comfortable critiquing him in those moments and being like, that's not like cool to do.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And especially with the like based on the result that actually happened, like it's just the perfect opportunity to clown on someone. It's someone who showboated thinking it's like the tortoise and the hare. He's the fucking hare.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
dude, yeah.
And we have no reason to be showboating. We were gonna win that game by like 3 points on just luck at the very end, and like the Commanders finally not being able to move the ball more than one set it down. So
Yeah. Oh yeah. At least Swift had a good game. He was like the only
for
guy
sure.
that had a good game.
For sure. My takeaways are like I'm still not worried about Caleb. I like was very encouraged by the fourth quarter stuff. But like same deal of like he was I don't like that he lies and he says that he doesn't get nervous.
Yes.
Or he doesn't like he like the situation around the game doesn't affect the way he plays, because it totally does. Like he was so hyped up going into that game,
and it's
and
not,
you could see it.
And I don't fault him for that. That happens to every quarterback. It's
No.
part of being a human being. Like
Exactly. But people are gonna hate you more if you don't like if you're not honest with yourself too and honest with people about those things.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But like still like overall he had some of the best flashes you could hope for from a rookie quarterback in a very high tense situation, especially like a fourth quarter need to have it situation. He performed really, really well.
Yeah. Oh
Um,
yeah.
but it's so like no Caleb. I have no fears or like changes in my opinion about him. I like have no changes in opinion about who we should have drafted. I just am like, well, like Caleb he's definitely a work in progress, but like Jaden should have definitely been the number 2 overall pick and all
Yes.
this like he wasn't supposed to be a top 3 pick. It should have been Drake May over him. Like I think that's the thing that people are. It's so fun to clown on the Bears quarterback or whatever. So like that's everybody's jumping on. But like the narrative around Jaden Daniels coming into the draft, especially the week before, was like he was a little slow, in the brain slow.
Yeah.
Um, and that like Drake May was a little bit more trustworthy based off of a mini golf session they had with each other and the way Jaden Daniels acted during that, and
Yeah.
it was all so
It's so
silly and
stupid.
stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so like people the media, instead of like turning that into like he is so much better than Caleb and all this other stuff, they should be like, I am sorry that I once again like turned like reported on narratives that were all about bringing somebody down at a moment where we should only be like lifting them up and celebrating them. And
Yeah.
it's so I hate them. I hate sports media more and more
Hmm.
every day.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Honestly, the only time, and it did happen this week, that I actually felt thankful for sports media is that I heard that Stephen A. Smith went on Sean Hannity and like to debate about Kamala and Trump, and that like that's when I was like, oh, Stephen A. Smith is gonna he's gonna more than hold his own because sports media is so toxic and volatile that like comparatively going on Fox News is a walk in the park. Like he would own that.
For sure.
They're
That'll be interesting.
Yeah,
lucky.
I thought it already aired. I didn't actually watch the whole video, but I know it's out there.
I mean, if it was Shannon Sharp, he'd be even more prone to it because Skip Bayless is basically the sports broadcasting version of Fox News. So.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
God, Skip Bayless.
And Cowherd. Callan Cowherd. Fuck that guy.
Oh yes, yeah.
He's so annoying.
What do you guys think of Rich Eisen?
Yeah.
He's sort of
He,
whatever.
He's
he's
better than most, but I just don't like any of them, I think.
Yeah, that's fair.
I try not to pay a lot of attention to most of them because, like, it's just like with any other thing where if they get it right, they just can't help but suck themselves off. And if they get it wrong, they're like, oh, well, X, Y, and Z, and blah, 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 and this, that, or another, but it wasn't my fault.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what? The one I do like, and it's only because he's a really good debater. Like you can tell he was just really good at like high school debate. Is Nick Wright.
Oh wait.
Um, he
Oh
he
yes.
just because he is such a shit starter, like he's not afraid to have really stupid, outlandish takes.
Mhm.
Um, and he like is at least somewhat like eloquent at putting those tapes together and like backing them up with statistics and facts and stuff.
Yeah.
I still don't watch any of their stuff. That's the thing though, is like I like it when I see them on something, but I
Yeah, I always watch the clips. There's never a time when I like sit down and watch sports media. It's always in
mm,
like 3 minute intervals.
Yeah. I'm the same. I'll like watch the clips or the sound bites, but I can't remember the last time I truly sat down. I was like, you know what? I want to put on the Rich Eisen show.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I don't even really I watch the like yeah, like I guess the interviews of other people that I want to see if they come into my feed.
Yeah.
Um The only thing I listen to Pro Football Talk. I like Mike Florio, but he's like less of an actual like face to the name on the actual screen type person, anyways.
Yeah,
Um,
and he seems like much more of just kind of like a. He's more like middle of the road almost,
yeah, well,
where
he's a
he's not
former
getting the time
lawyer,
for.
and he's a former lawyer, and he also is like one of those guys who just like can really put a case together and is really concise with the way he puts things,
Mhm.
um, and I like Chris Sims a lot too. Who
Yeah,
he's also NBC, and he does a podcast. And then is on Pro Football Talk. But besides that, I do listen to like the Chicago Bears based stuff. Then it's like the
Mhm.
670 to the score. They post a ton on
Yes.
YouTube.
Mhm.
Um, and CHGO, they do some
Okay.
stuff. So
Oh yeah.
do you do Tom Grossi at all? You little bitch, AJ.
I have no idea who that is.
Tom Grossi,
No idea.
the famous
Sounds.
Packers
Oh hell
YouTuber
yeah.
guy.
Yeah, I know this guy. He
It's
does
one of the
like the.
like, I may have seen his clips, but I don't follow any particular. I read a lot of like articles on ESPN and stuff. I don't like to watch the actual sports media. So like,
He's a YouTuber.
I'll read. I know. I don't know who it is. Like I
He
said,
does like NFL sketches. They're pretty good. I like Tom Grossi.
I may have seen clips of him,
I
but
hate him.
I
Oh,
haven't
well,
actually
I
seen.
hate him too.
He's a Packers fan, dude.
What can I say? I'm not as fully engrossed. I just read my
Fully
ESPN and
engrossing.
CBS Sports articles, and then I go from there.
Yeah. Wow, you're so smart. You read articles.
Oh,
Only sports articles.
God, I wish I could read. That'd be cool.
It would be cool.
Yeah,
Not
there's so
necessary.
not necessary, not at all. But
How
you know,
far in life do you think you could get without reading?
you can get far.
People get their whole way.
Yeah, it depends on what you do, I guess. If you're like a yeah, if you got a job that doesn't require reading, then you could do it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
There's people who struggle even in teaching. There's people who not like can't, but like struggle or like have like learning disabilities that prevent them from being able to. Or
Mhm.
there's ways around it. You also just got to get people who are willing to like help you work around that.
Yeah. Let me Google best jobs for illiterate people. See
Yeah,
what pops
yeah,
up.
deaf, dumb, and blind. You should say.
Job is good
Yeah.
for.
What? Apparently teaching, because wasn't Helen Keller a teacher?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I probably maybe I don't know, but I feel like they say she did a lot of things, and it's I heard an argument at some point that it was for bad reasons or something, that she's a mascot, but whatever.
Oh yeah. Well, there is the one like where Helen Keller had like one lady that basically like could could tell what she was saying, but no one else could.
Yeah,
I forget her. Anne Sullivan. That was her name. But she's the one that people have brought up the point of like where Anne Sullivan, I think, wrote her biography and like everything we know about Helen Keller is from Anne Sullivan. So
yeah,
we really just kind of have to trust her on this and like hope that she's telling the truth and that she could actually understand her.
yeah.
Or maybe she was just a
Well, she did.
charlatan.
They did like she learned how to speak verbally, and like there are things that people could tell she could do. It's more um and it probably was more to do with the times that it was happening in. It's like they created like a misrepresentation of like blindness and deafness and all that at large.
Oh, okay.
And that it's easier to overcome or whatever. I don't remember, but I know it's bad and you shouldn't
Yeah.
like it. You shouldn't like. You should only be like Helen Keller was awesome and that's it.
Yeah,
Well,
And
and it
don't
yeah,
was
ever talk
awesome.
about her achievements beyond that.
It's yeah, yeah. She seemed great. I really don't know much about her besides that she was like deaf and blind, and that ooh, she she was a founding member of the ACLU. Helen Keller was.
Yeah,
It's kind of cool.
yeah, I knew she was a lib.
Yeah, should be talking.
classic.
Of course, a liberal would be someone who's can't see or hear anything. Am I right, fellas?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh no. Okay, no, Luca is okay. Luca is okay. We're okay, everybody.
All right.
He is on the court.
God, she was born in Alabama too. If life wasn't
Ah,
hard enough.
poor Helen Keller.
God. Ah,
Yeah, as if she didn't have enough to overcome already. She had to
Yeah.
overcome.
being
Yeah, that's
born in
one thing.
Alabama.
Being deaf and blind is one thing.
What is interesting because she wasn't born deaf and blind. She developed it when she was like at 19 months old. She developed it. So that means she could see and hear at one point, which is
Yeah, I think she
always
lost
seems
the
like
abilities when she was young.
yeah,
So she must have learned how to speak to some degree when she was young, and then was eventually able to undergo sign language or something. I don't remember.
Hmm.
yeah.
So you know
What?
what's crazy, guys? You know what's crazy is us. I still haven't posted but the Chris Godwin thing, he got the exact amount of yards he needed for me to win that bet, and then he tore his ACL, and he will not get another yard this whole season.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that.
On perfect and nothing more.
Yeah, exactly. And like literally it's like controversial. Like there's like people are complaining that they left him in the game and it's like I will not complain one bit.
Yeah, this ended up perfectly for me.
Yeah. No. That
It
was it was so
debatably
awesome.
couldn't have gone better for you.
Mhm.
No, it was perfect. Like if he was trying to tear his ACL at any point, do it after that.
I mean, as
I don't
long as
have
you
him on
didn't.
fantasy teams or anything, so it's honestly a good thing for me.
I had him on a fantasy team, but I trade. It was for so it was a trade of Devin Singletary and Nico Collins for Josh Jacobs and Chris Godwin.
Okay.
Which at the time it was a fleece because right afterwards was when Nico Collins went on IR and Devin Singletary was remembered who he was. So in other words, he became really bad again. But now that Godwin is
Yeah.
out, if Collins comes back and is back to being wide receiver one in fantasy, I may have gotten fleeced. So I may not get the last laugh.
Yeah, I'm hoping Collins comes back and has a ball. Um,
I hope so
but
too. He's on my fantasy team, so and he's been doing good up until.
he was awesome to start the
Mhm.
season.
Yeah, like the
He's still
first three or
there in
four weeks.
yards.
First three or
Like
four weeks, he was like wide receiver one by a lot.
yeah, he like pretty quickly he had like over 150 yards more than anybody else in the league. Like I feel like after 3 or 4 weeks. Um,
And what's
and
funny
then
is
he's came back down to earth in the last few weeks.
Even with Stefan Diggs out, Tank Dell is still going to be useless.
Mhm.
Yeah. Nico should. I think he's not back this week, but he's back the week after. I think.
Oh, nice. That's good to hear. And I think McCaffrey's coming back too, and he's on my fantasy team.
That
Which,
dude.
yeah,
Ooh, you had McCaffrey and Collins.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, Jack, I play you this week.
Oh yeah. Let me see. I recorded my first win in my other fantasy league. I'm now 1-7. So,
Whoa.
road to the top.
Whoa.
But, we'll see.
I'm projected to beat you
Oh
by
no.
36 points.
Yeah, well, I have two. All right, let me switch out some players. Give me a
Yeah,
second.
we'll see. You're not
Let me
making up
see.
this 36
Um,
points on your bench, though.
oh man, I have Ayuk and Collins who are both on injured reserve. That sucks. Wait, let me see.
I don't see
Who do I got?
Collins on your team.
He's on my team. He's
I
on
don't
injured
see him.
reserve. He's on injured reserve. He's there. I'm looking at him right now.
I don't
Looking,
see him.
looking hot. Actually, not really in that picture, but let's see.
Oh, okay. Antonio Gibson's in. Now I'm definitely going to lose.
Yeah, what happened to Ramondre Stevenson? He was supposed to be like pure volume, goes crazy, and he's just been a bum.
Oh, boom.
Absolute bum.
Boom, boom, boom. I don't need Geno Smith.
Yeah, I was trying to ask why you had three quarterbacks.
Well, both Prescott and Caleb Williams were out the same week, so I picked up Geno.
Oh, because you just had to hang on to Dak Prescott.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, what the heck, man?
Well, the 1 week I played Caleb was this week,
Wow.
so yeah,
I think I'm gonna
that's
have
on
to
me.
drop Kirk Cousins. He's not gonna play the Buccaneers again this season, so I don't think he's gonna put up more than 15 points again.
Yeah,
Probably not. Do you think Kyle Pitts, do you think he got all of his touchdowns last week?
I don't know. Doesn't he have like 3 or 4 this season?
He has three, and two were last week.
Nah, I
yeah.
think with Kirk throwing the ball, he's good for at least one more.
Well, I got Evan Ingram right now, and he's actually I like him as my tight end. I don't like having Pitts.
Well,
I just feel better with Evan Ingram, you know?
I forgot. Are
Yeah.
we like half PPR or what are we?
Yeah, we're half.
So then I would say Evan Ingram's the safer play.
Ooh.
Yeah, it might not even be like schematically. I mean, the Falcons are playing Dallas next week.
Ooh.
And the Jaguars are playing the Eagles. Maybe I will do Pitts. We'll have to think that one through. Oh, my team is so good in this league. How did that happen? Jack, I'm willing to trade.
Trade what?
If you need to make a trade at any point, I'm willing to make a trade.
Yeah, but like, what do you want to trade?
If you give me Jonathan Taylor, AJ Brown, Chase Brown, Lad McConkey, Mark Andrews, Dak Prescott,
And what are you gonna
Caleb
give me?
Williams, DeAndre Hopkins,
Okay.
and Najee Harris and George Pickens and Pat Freiermuth.
You will give me the Baltimore defense.
Yeah, well, no, I'll give you Kareem Hunt.
I don't know,
That's
man.
it.
That seems pretty
That's a pretty
tempting.
good deal.
He's
Yeah.
in for a good week this week.
Yeah. I'll consider it.
Look at his consistency too. The dude wasn't even in the lead to start the season, and he's been ever since he started. He's been scoring at least 10 points, at least
Yeah.
9.5 points.
Wow. That is pretty good.
He's worth a whole roster.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm already at the point where it's like I don't think I'm rising to the top of this league. I'm 3-5.
Realistically, the question is, do you think you have a chance to make the playoffs?
I'm 3-5. Yeah, no, I'm
No.
3-5, but I feel super hopeful. You just gotta get to six, the sixth seed.
Yeah. I
Pretty
mean, if
much.
Collins is back, I might have a good chance.
And then my roster, I feel very good about my roster.
It's a good roster. It's really good.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
Yeah, I really shit the bed on both my rosters.
For whatever reason, my roster is like not bad except for the quarterback position.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Ooh,
My
cut
quarterback
him.
position
Cut him.
my quarterback position is real bad.
Cut the one.
I know, and I have to see who's available.
He's got bench. Do you hear?
I know, I know. I'm seeing who's available in terms of like who to pick up.
Okay. I'll make a trade with you.
Yeah. My whole roster for what?
I have Sam Darnold and Kyler Murray.
Ooh.
And either one of them are available for a price.
Oh, yeah.
Do I take a stab on Jameis Winston? Does he repeat his insane week from
Who are they,
last week?
You're
who
gonna
are
do
they
that
playing
with
next week?
Stafford and Gino are available.
Yeah, but that's just projected points. I don't projections aren't everything, man. You got to do
I
some
kn-
speculation.
You're playing the
but you believe
Chargers.
in Jameis over Stafford
A little bit.
with Nakua and Cutback?
A little bit. Dude,
You're
literally,
stupid.
if you look at Stafford's like week by week, he has 1 week over 20 points. He had
Yeah, and
Nakua,
that's
he had Nakua and Cup like weeks 1 through 3.
Nakua went out week 1 and Cup went out week 2.
That's what I'm saying. He's been a bum. He was a bum when they were both there in the first
And then
game.
Tyler Higbee's has been out for the whole season so far.
So then why should I trust Matt Stafford? When
Because
Jameis put up 24 points against Baltimore's defense with no one.
Baltimore's defense isn't good this year. I mean, do what you want, but I'm just saying it's not gonna. It's Jameis is like literally like it's a one and done type thing. Like you missed your opportunity to get
What
fantasy
about
points.
what about Bo Nix?
That I would respect that more. I will say that. Because at least you're like rushing yards and like
He's got 3 weeks over 24 with 19 plus. But when he
yeah.
has a dud, it's a real smelly dud.
Baltimore's defense is the third best for fantasy quarterbacks. Like you want to play them the third most for fantasy quarterbacks. So
I'll take a stab at it.
I would believe it. Or Derek Carr. Derek Carr against the Panthers. Come on.
I mean, he did even in their 40 burger, he only had 21 points.
I like that there are so many starting quarterbacks available in our league.
They're all varying degrees of fantasy. Like, let's be real. Like, Geno Smith is definitely like the safest play, but like, I'm not here to play it safe.
Yeah. Daniel Jones.
I'm not touching Danny
No.
Dimes with a 10-foot pole.
No. I was thinking he was having a better season than he is. Because he's another one of those like he's not great, but he'll always do around 15 because he's always running for yards too.
Yeah,
But no, it didn't look like that. Trevor Lawrence honestly has a floor this year. He'll probably at least get you 14.
yeah, but I need more than that. See, what stinks is I really don't want to drop Denver's defense because they've been so good. But at the same time,
I
They're
mean,
playing Baltimore.
Yeah.
and like, I mean, they're not gonna keep playing good.
You never know. They have
I know.
multiple weeks of over 10 points.
Do you think the Vikings are gonna win another game this season?
Probably.
Probably.
Just one more, you think?
At least one more. I don't
Let
know
me
who
see
all
what
is left on.
the
Because we have to remember, like, with the NFC, they still have to play what? Like, 4 games of NFC North competition? I feel like they win at least one of those.
I mean, their next 3 games are against the Colts, the Jags, and the Titans.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
they can win all of
They
those.
should definitely win at least one of those.
Yeah,
But you think they could lose all of them too?
they could.
I
Of
mean,
course they can.
hypothetically, if
And
they
I'd
every
lose,
love to
game
see.
after that
I'd
for the
love to
rest of the
see the
season?
Jags.
if
I'd
they
love to see the
lose to the,
Jags and the Titans beat them.
I would like to see the Jags beat them. That would make me feel better about our narrow escape of the Jags last week.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm just asking because I have a bet for the Vikings to have under 5.5 wins this year.
Oh.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, you're. Unfortunately, I
I
don't
think.
foresee you
Yeah. I don't think
cashing
they'll
in
Okay,
on
make
that
so
that.
one.
so one bold one I did. This is actually worth more. I bet 5 on both of them, and this has way better odds. And I think it could happen. Is more injuries need to happen for sure, but the 49ers under 8.5 wins.
I could see that. That could
They're
happen.
3-4 right now, or three and
Yeah.
five,
They're on
three and
track.
four. Um, and they have not really had a good footing this whole year.
No.
Question
I mean,
is,
for
do I
how
do Bo Nix versus Baltimore, or do I do Kirko Chains versus Dallas?
Wait, what were the options again, AJ?
Kirko Chains or Bo Nix?
Um, for like,
Kurt Cobain.
yeah, Kurt Cobain.
I mean,
He's
if
gonna have
you
a
picked
great. He's
up
gonna have a
if
great game.
Bonix excited you, you gotta play him. If something got you going about him, you gotta play him because like what excites you about Kirk Cousins? You gotta do it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, all right. Well, Jack, I hope you lose this week.
Yep, I probably will.
And that has been our fantasy week recap.
A fantasy rampage.
Rampaging fantasy.
Our
Rampage
fan,
fantasy.
our 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 fan page.
Yes. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, we
Mm-hmm.
should call it. Yeah, we should call one of the episodes "Robot Fan Page."
Mm-hmm.
We have,
Phobot fan page.
we have to
Yeah.
get a couple more people to watch the actual full-length content before we can do that.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to dive into some statistics today because they've been getting interesting.
Okay.
But you need to talk before that.
Okay. Are you pulling up the statistic?
Do you
Yeah, but
think Deontay
it's
Johnson's
the
gonna hit the ground running?
no.
Do you think Keenan Allen is worth playing over Xavier Worthy?
No.
I'd stick with Worthy. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, Keenan's like good, but he doesn't get a lot of like
You go
yards.
Yeah,
Sam
it's not
Laporta or
consistent.
Tucker Kraft?
Ooh. How's Laporta doing this year?
Sucks.
Not good.
Oh, okay.
Sucks.
He had a good
That's a
week
bummer.
last week, but other than that, he's been awful.
Oh. Well, that
Like
sucks.
Yeah,
literally
he
unplayable.
sucks.
God.
He should
And I had him last year in
yeah.
my fantasy team, and it was like the biggest surprise on my
No,
fantasy.
yeah. Last year he was like the fantasy goat.
Yes.
Get this bum out of here.
God, and he just looks like a real Midwestern guy. I don't know if he's from the Midwest. I know he went to Iowa, but he looks like a real Midwestern
Josh Downs
guy. Oh
hasn't
yeah,
done too
he went to.
many.
Wait, let me see. He went to Highland High School, then Highland, Illinois, which is yeah, like right near like St. Louis in Illinois, right over the river.
Over the river and
Whoa.
through the woods.
Over the river.
There's only 27 in them.
Mississippi.
Why did I think 62?
I don't. You can't read.
Where did I read 62?
Is that your robot girlfriend?
I'm just gonna.
Yes,
Yeah.
Robot
she's
girlfriend.
nagging me.
Girl.
All right, so statistics. Let's go in just the last 7 days. We have 2.5 thousand views.
Wow. That's pretty good.
Yeah. There's one short I posted. Again, it has nothing to do with us, but it has 1,180 views.
Wow. Hey, let me see.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. There's a few that have 500. In the last 7 days, we have 7.6 hours of watch time.
Nice. Wow.
Not bad, not
Yeah.
bad.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah. And get this. Get this.
Mhm.
None of our podcasts have been viewed in that duration.
Wow. Hell yeah.
So this is equaled out to zero amount of traction on the page.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Exactly. If we become the biggest shorts YouTuber and that amounts to 5 people watching our podcasts, I'm
Mhm.
okay with that.
Then we
I'm
got
okay with
there.
that too. Yeah.
I've learned also that shorts is more about quantity over quality.
Yes. You
I
just
can
need
see
one
that.
to hit.
Yeah,
There's
you
no
just want to
solid
keep dumping.
there's no solid like formula you could follow. You just need to hope to get lucky. Have the
Yeah.
algorithm cast favor upon you.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah, we've been doing good. We've been doing numbies.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's what bought me this house. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
On this podcast.
Oh,
Well, where to
and we have
pray.
50 likes in that amount of time too.
Wow. People don't just drop likes willy nilly.
What?
Downs listens to the podcast.
No, zero amount of traction. Nope. Not a single view.
Yeah, nothing.
Nope. Yeah, no, it's very cool. It's very cool because I've been checking. Like, whenever I check, I like look first at the podcast views, and I'm like, oh, yeah, no, they all have the exact same number still. So then I'm like, oh, the shorts are probably the same, and then they all have like 200, 300 more. So I'm like, maybe we should just podcast in shorts. Maybe we should just have 60-second conversations and post
Yes.
those one at a time.
I
We'll run a
mean,
timer.
theoretically, you could just like chop up. I mean, this would take way too long. But we could just chop up the long podcasts we do, and like anytime we have like little breaks in it, you just post that as a short.
Thank you for admitting that you're very long-winded. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. I do what I can.
Yeah.
You got to keep it 100. You know, I
Yeah.
Hell
know.
yeah.
I know my faults.
So also,
we could do like a new segment where we literally one of us gets a stopwatch, does 60 seconds, and then we just cover a topic in 60 seconds. See how
yeah,
fast we can do it.
Yeah, and then in 3 months, I would go through it and find that segment and
Yeah,
post it.
once it's not relevant.
Yeah, I know. I need to wait for relevancy to completely die out.
But that's the true test of stardom, you know? If people will still listen when it's not relevant, then you got something.
Yeah, or
True.
only when it's only not relevant information.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's stuff
Yes.
that wouldn't be interesting if you didn't tap into at the right time, and we just don't tap into it at the right time at all. Or we do
Yes.
tap into it at the right time, and then I don't post it for 3 months.
Yes. Yeah.
It's probably more likely what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like it's
People
gonna
will
be
listen and go like,
it's gonna
"Oh,
be
go ahead."
February, and we're only just talking about who we voted for, like who's getting
Yes.
elected as president.
Oh, that would
Yeah.
be cool. No, I have election day off, so maybe I can use that to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Fair.
Did I do a voting lesson?
God, I
Yeah, I will.
I should I should really get some glasses. I don't I don't have vision problems, but they're looking good.
Hmm.
I should just get big black frames.
You should keep being confident in yourself.
I will, Joe. Thank you.
I don't know if glasses are the right decision, but keep carrying that energy with you in life, and you'll do well.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Joe. I like the beret
100%.
too.
Again,
Mhm.
probably not the glasses, but keep doing that, and
Yes,
you'll eventually you'll find what is good.
that's true. Yeah. Thank you, Joe.
Yeah,
No,
no,
I'm
you're welcome.
trying. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Hmm. Have you guys ever gone to therapy? Have you guys been doing therapy?
I have been to therapy.
Hell
I
yeah.
have as well.
Hell yeah. This is
Have you
this is
ever
a good
been
male
to
podcast.
Have you ever been to psychiatry?
No, it hasn't gotten that bad,
Hmm.
but I might get there one day. We'll see.
Hmm. Yeah, no, I'm medicated, dude.
Damn. I I feel like if I was honest, I'd be medicated. But you know,
You mean in therapy?
yes, yeah,
It'd be like, I can't handle this. You need to go see a psychiatrist.
yes, yeah. My therapist would drop me. I'd move up a level. But no. But I like my therapist, so I'll lie to her.
Yeah, I have a crush on my therapist, so all I
Yeah,
try and do is sleep with her.
she's the same first name as my mom, which is kind of funny.
Therapy's great.
Yeah,
Therapy is
therapy's good.
awesome.
I do like therapy.
I had a therapist named Kevin,
Hell yeah.
who I'm no longer with because he's from the north.
Oh, Canada.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can't affiliate with Canadians, man.
That sucks.
Only their elections.
Hmm.
Yeah, Jack, you weren't there for it was like 3 months ago or whatever, but we were talking about how Canada does elections the right way and the US does elections the wrong way.
How so?
A Canadian election from start to finish is like a month and a half.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
That is.
it's so great.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, it's about literally the amount of time you need, probably, if you're being
Yeah.
honest with yourselves.
Any more than that, it just starts to get stale. People stop caring, or they get like too contrarian by the end of it, and
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I mean, honestly, I feel like the way we do it like discourages people from voting by the end of the process
yeah, people just don't
because I'm
care
just so
by the
tired of
end.
it all.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
AJ, you agree, right? Canadian elections?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
AJ, I like how your fish is moving. It's like it's in a
I
tank.
just wait.
Whoa,
How do you do that?
Whoa. You gotta open your
whoa.
mouth.
We
A
have a
bunch
lot
of
of
air.
Yeah,
yeah.
you gotta suck in a bunch of air. Go well.
Mhm. This is a very diverse podcast. We have a human, a fish, and a robot. We're bringing the world
Yeah, and
together.
a French person, so they're like a different
Yeah,
breed of human too.
that's true.
Exactly.
AJ, I'm gonna eat you probably.
They're gonna eat me. Not if
Probably.
I.
Mhm. And then me
Oh
for
yeah,
dessert.
more eating. Do you think people will eventually like eat robots? Like, will it be like illegal to eat robots?
Jack, come on.
I mean,
This is a
like,
serious podcast.
all right. I'm just. We could discuss this in 60 seconds.
Yeah, this is all right. Fine. Somebody
This is our
set a
timer.
timer.
Yeah.
All right. Oh wait, I got it.
All right,
All right. Stopwatch has begun.
all right. Here we go. Um, no, fuck no, no, no
Dude,
chance. That's a fucking stupid proposition you just came up with. No,
okay. I think you're
fuck
thinking about
you. Fuck your.
robots in terms of like mechanical. They'll start to get a bit more human, There will be
Okay,
some
okay.
soft, squishy
I
parts that
I
you
mean,
can
I've
eat.
They'll
already
still be
seen
mechanical, but
I've
It
seen
will be
people
mechanical,
like
but it'll be
on the
like
My Strange
nanofiber.
Addictions drinking gasoline. So like, who's to say they don't just like start gnawing on robot arms?
Yeah. And it might
they're
be more of
metal
like a
and they have no nutritional value.
Okay,
and it
but
might
like
be
dogs gnaw on bones. But who's to stop a crackhead gnawing on a robot arm?
yeah. And it might be more like prejudicial, where
Is
it's
this
like it's
is
not
this
about the
60 seconds
taste.
up? Is this 60 seconds up?
No.
Oh my god.
Now it is. Now it's up.
Okay.
Oh, a good way to end it.
Yeah. Oh god. I'm embarrassed to have that
Yeah.
conversation with you.
We're trying.
Um
We're trying to expand.
yeah, we're trying to reach out to those people who need to hear that,
Hmm.
need that
Yes.
in their life. Uh um what else has been going on? The Bears they lost. The Packers won.
Hell yeah,
Yes.
Uh
baby.
another game that they like how the Bears didn't deserve to win and almost won and then didn't, like the Packers deserved to win and then almost didn't and then did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's only because we are on our like third kicker of the season.
Yes. Um but yeah, that seemed like a good game. I was watching it like on Red Zone, so I was just tuning in and out, but seemed like a fun one. Jaden Reed scored again, right?
No, actually, he did not.
Tucker Craft did, I know.
Tucker Kraft and Josh Jacobs scored twice.
No,
Yes, he did.
that doesn't happen. No, try again.
I'm telling you, man. I have him in
AJ,
like
go
three
back and
different
try again.
I have him like three different fantasy leagues, man. Like I don't know what you want from me, man. Like I don't know what you want, Hoss.
You're stupid.
127
Also,
rushing
does anybody
yards,
remember
two
me saying?
touchdowns.
Does anybody remember me saying after that Marvin Harrison game against the Rams that I still thought that Brian Thomas Jr. would be a better wide receiver?
Yes.
So far, so good. So far,
Yeah.
so good.
He's right. He's right.
Yeah.
Brian Thomas Jr. is insane, and he's built for the league. He's
Yeah.
built for the league. That's what's cool about him.
Hmm. Yeah, he is good.
He's a freak.
Yes.
Malik
And I
Neighbors
got
Side
too.
them.
note.
Yeah, and I got them both on my fantasy team. So
Yeah.
Interesting side note. Do you guys know of like frats and how frat people will like post challenges? Like you have to give them money and they'll do challenges or whatever.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Is it like online, like
Yeah,
Instagram or
so
something?
like
Yeah,
they'll
like
they'll like on
Craigslist.
their Instagram story or something post like a screen cap of different challenges they're supposed to complete if you give
Oh.
them a certain amount of money. And my little brother, he's in a frat and he just posted one.
Mhm.
And I added up all of the money it would cost for him to do all of the challenges. And it was only 45 bucks. So I just sent him 50 bucks. I said, do them all.
Nice.
Whoa.
Is it a lot of
So
challenges? Like how many?
it's 9. So it's like in a grid of like a bingo card.
Oh, okay.
And so he has to now wear a backwards sweatshirt for a day, get a pie to the face, take a selfie with a professor, crack an egg on his head, do the ice bucket challenge, prank call a family member, change his Instagram bio for a day, jump in the lake, and sing a song of choice.
You could get that all done in like a day if you wanted
Yeah,
to.
that was the whole point, is for him to have to do all of this in one day.
Yeah.
At least that
Yeah.
was my point, is to do it all at once. So that way he has to like maximize the pain.
Yeah.
Does he
Also
know your
taking a
point?
Oh yeah, no, I sent it in the memo of me sending him money. I was like, you need to do all of them.
yeah. Wait, what costs money in
Okay,
that?
get back in the game, Rudy. Can you believe I bet on Rudy Gobert tonight?
Wow.
I bet on him to touch at least 4 people's faces.
You know what?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. He's
And then
fine.
take Paxlovid.
Hell yeah. You got COVID, Paxlovid.
Paxlovid.
Hell yeah.
There's no freaking way, dude. Are the Dodgers seriously winning again?
Yeah, dude,
Damn.
they're gonna win they paid their way.
I know, and it's
MLB's
annoying.
pay to play, dude. It's pay to play.
I don't
Mhm.
like pay to play. That's why I'm playing Black Ops on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Hey, to be fair, the Yankees are currently winning.
Yeah. I did just look it up. They're winning. But it's still
Okay.
early. Top of the fifth.
It's because Anthony Volpe hit a grand slam, apparently.
God damn.
Apparently.
Did you guys see
Apparently.
the Freddie Freeman walk off?
I did.
Yeah. That was cool, especially in LA.
That was cool. It was cool, Kyle.
Cuckoo. Freddie Freeman.
That better turn as a fucking
Okay, why is everyone getting cool ass I voted stickers and I just got like the basic one?
Did
You
you get
didn't
just like
actually vote.
here, let me see
I
if I
keep
can
telling
grab
you this.
mine.
You got to go to like an actual voting place, not just like behind it at Home Depot, AJ.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
If you want it to count, what you do is fair, and I appreciate it and support it. But if you want it to count,
hey, I submitted my ballot at the township. Dang it.
that's not the town. That's the town. The town. That's the Chrysler Town and Country dealership. AJ, I keep telling you that.
Oh,
Oh
that's
yeah.
why the ballot box was the back of a Camry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that was strange.
Yeah. You know, it happens to all of us. AJ, it's okay.
They have a dealership just for Chrysler Town and Countries.
It's a very popular model.
Yeah, well, it's a model they no longer make. It's still very popular.
It's still really popular. Did you get this one, AJ?
I did. That is the
Yeah.
exact one I got.
hmm Oh
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
that's the I voted sticker. What are you guys talking about? The
Yeah.
cool
Other
Yeah.
one?
other people are getting like I voted stickers, but they have like interesting.
They probably didn't actually vote.
True. Probably went on Pinterest and voted.
Yeah, yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. Well, Pinterest just stands for political interest, so you know.
You're right.
Yeah.
How could I forget?
Hmm. Yeah,
I voted
and
over
I voted.
Snapchat.
Yeah, I voted, and I'm French, so you
Yeah, everyone got
Ew.
to step it up. The French are voting in America.
know. Hmm.
Ew. Ugh, I'm gonna throw up.
Or you like, these Harris versus these Trump. Yeah.
Nothing but croissant and red wine coming up. Yeah, we just isolated our one French viewer. It was, oh, I'm into the NFL.
Our
I
one,
am
our one French viewer
I
of shorts.
Yes,
I
yeah.
am into the NFL, but only to a minor degree.
I only watch the shorts. The big, like smoking a cigarette. Like I've been watching Robot Rampage. That's Russian, but
It is for the culture.
it is for the culture. We had a great bit on eating robots the other day.
It was a great debate. They almost
It
lost
was great.
friendship.
Yeah, something I've thought about a lot. French food is not very filling, so I think about eating robots.
Okay, we get it, guys. We get it. Eating robots, whatever. Let's move on.
Yeah, Joe is really sick of this.
Yeah, if anything, why would you not want to eat a robot?
It's funny that we've had like hour-long conversations about something, but the minute we spend 60 seconds on something, it's like, all right, this is over.
I can't. I
Let's
We
can't.
not
I
get
discuss
can't.
it.
this.
Oh my God. If we spend another second talking about this, I am going to bust. Oh my God. The Ghostbusters theme song, there's a moment I played that a ton for some of the I hang out with children during my day just for
Yeah,
fun.
of course.
And so we played the Ghostbusters theme song and uh there's a part where there's like I ain't afraid of no ghosts and like that all that's happening in the background. There's a part where the guy is like so 80s, like so he goes, Boston makes me feel so dumb.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's so funny. It's so funny. And I laughed every time because I can't not.
Yeah.
So but it was a good time.
Mhm. Well, isn't there a part in the original Ghostbusters where they're all like covered in goo and they're like
Yeah.
making jokes? Yeah. Well, it's
Yeah. Well
Ghostbusters.
that was Patch Slovic.
Yes, of course.
You're right. Sponsored by Travis Kelsey.
Hmm.
Oh my God. Okay. 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 Rudy Gobert just got in a rebound. I needed that. I need 2 Anthony Edwards assists right here. So get on that, boys.
All right.
I'm trying.
So your favorite NBA player, AJ, is probably Giannis then,
Probably.
or Dame Lillard.
See, what's annoying is I liked Damian Lillard before he was on the Bucks, so now I feel like a bandwagoner for liking him.
No, I mean he's on. You gotta like people on your team,
Well, I agree, but I also liked him in Portland, and then he just
unless
happened to come to the Bucks.
you gotta like people on their team. Well, yes, but you gotta like people on their team, unless they're Zach Levine, and then you gotta hate people on your team.
Yes.
You gotta actively root for them not to be on your team anymore. Even if it comes to cutting them and having to pay them a lot of money still, because they
Hmm.
just suck.
Yes.
That's fair.
Well, that's the thing is they don't suck. They suck at playing team basketball, which is what they are paid millions of dollars to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
These players named Zach Levine.
Yeah, and don't the Bears have that one guy that was like caught sleeping with a underage girl? The Giddy.
The Bulls,
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Josh Giddey.
Giddy.
Yeah.
His girlfriend was
Yeah, I
like,
feel like there
Allegedly.
was an update on that, but yeah, no, I hate the Bulls.
Yeah.
So typical them.
He's Australian too.
Why do
Josh
people
Giddy.
ever? Why do we ever get the courtesy of speculation when like a big name person is like looking for a new team? Why do people ever mention the Bulls in that conversation? Why would anybody come here?
Yeah. There's no reason.
oh,
Not
just
anymore.
because it's Chicago.
Ugh.
You know? I don't know. There is almost a certain where like the Bulls will just never reach their prime ever again. It's just not
No,
gonna happen.
no, they suck, and they will always suck.
Hmm.
Okay, all right, come on, boys. Boston makes me feel so good.
I'm glad Bustin makes you feel so good, man.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Ghosts? I ain't
I
afraid
ain't
of no
afraid of no
ghosts.
bust.
I ain't afraid of busting.
Busting it down.
All right, well,
My brother just responded and calling me an asshole.
Nice. Because you sent
uh,
him the money.
Yeah,
because
because
you're an
I'm making
asshole.
him do all of them all at once.
God. Maybe you are an asshole, AJ. You ever
Maybe
thought
a
about
little
that?
bit. Maybe
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 he
a little bit.
is.
Yeah. There's a certain part of me that my life would be a lot easier if I could just accept that I was an asshole. But I want to be a good person. So now my life is all hard.
Yeah, life is hard, but hey, man, at least busting makes you feel good, right?
That's true. It really does.
It pitches a lot.
Yeah. I don't know if it fixes things, but
Dude,
it's like getting pain meds, you know? It doesn't fix
don't
anything, but
even.
boy,
Don't even. You can go through so much in life if you know that that's coming at the end of the day.
that's true. That is true.
Very
You
true.
can endure the weight of the world
Hmm. I know,
if
because
you can bust.
busting is really a split second decision for me. It's not something I think about during the day. Something I think about maybe a minute before actually busting.
I
Yeah.
see. So you're just sitting around all day, like 3/4 of the way. You're
Mhm.
just edging all day, and then
Yes,
you're just like, you know what? This
I'm
is the
gonna bust.
time
This is it. Yeah, I'm constantly on the
Wow.
edge.
of glory.
Luca, the one I need this game to go to overtime, and I bet on him to score some threes, and he didn't score any the whole game, and now he's scoring it to put it out to reach for the Timberwolves to tie it. It sucks.
God.
Why do you need it to
I
go
hate
to
betting
overtime?
to get to make more stats happen because I need more stats to happen to win these bets.
Yeah.
Uh,
But he just basically scored a game sealing three. I need more stats.
he's the stat man.
That's why I like betting on basketball, though, is because it's just like there's stats happening all the time. So just bet on the stats. Don't bet on the
Hmm.
games, bet on the stats.
I feel like I feel like there'd probably be more money in betting on the stats as well.
Oh yeah, no, I've won. That's where I've won like almost all of my betting money is basketball, like betting LeBron to score 15 points and tying that with a few different things, and then
Do you always
um,
parlay them, or is it all individuals?
yeah, no, you pick like I picked stuff with crazy like things that are crazy likely to happen. Like Luca almost every night is going to score 20 points. So like you
Sure.
pick that. And then you like pick other like honestly, Luca 4 assists at least he's guaranteed too. So like stuff like that you find and pair together. And normally Luca scoring 2 threes in a game is also basically guaranteed, but not tonight.
So
Mhm.
he only has the one.
Yeah.
But then again, if he doesn't do it, do the odds increase the next game?
Probably
Or the
not. It
odds?
is Luca.
Yeah.
No, yeah, no. He's still. I think he's still gonna have like 25 or 26 tonight. Like it's just not gonna be off threes,
Yeah.
and like he might have a triple double or something. I don't actually know, but He's been Luca still.
Hmm.
I really like watching the Mavs play because of him.
Yeah. He is
Yeah, I'm
good.
the opposite. I don't like watching Luca play. Like I can appreciate how good he is and all, but like watching him and Jokic is very frustrating for me.
I think they're so different though. Like Luca's not slow. Luca does athletic stuff. He's like moving around to create this stuff. Jokic barely ever dribbles the ball.
Oh,
Like
but
Luca's a
like
point guard.
I don't know, just like I said, the way they both play to me is just not appealing to the eye. Like I appreciate it for like its basketball greatness, but
Well, I
not
just don't think they play very
appealing to
similar at
watch.
all. I think they both end up with the similar stats, but I think the way they get them is very different.
No, I'm not saying they play similarly. I'm just saying like for two of the best
They're
players
just
in
white. You're just
basketball,
saying they're white, and you don't want to watch white people play basketball. Is what you're
that's
saying.
not true at all.
That's I'm you're
I
I'm
love
putting a
watching
minute.
Alex Caruso.
I'm putting a minute on your talking timeout. You're on a minute talking timeout.
I refuse.
All right, all right. We're gonna play this game then. Sorry, everyone. You have to watch us play this game.
Yeah,
All right.
you're gonna have to watch it. This is absolute
Yeah. All right, guys. 60
not
seconds on
not the
whether Serbs
cutoff.
are actually white.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh, who scored that? Anthony Edwards is insane.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
needs to like win something before they can start saying the Jordan stuff, but I can see it at least with like how much he's flying around the court and doing crazy shit.
Do
Mhm.
you buy into the fact he could be Jordan's bastard child?
Anthony
Is
Edwards.
that a thing?
Yeah, there's a thing going around where they're like, he looks suspiciously enough like Jordan, and there's like, from the time he was born, Jordan was doing X, Y, and Z. So like, there was enough things to add up to a conspiracy.
Uh,
Let me
I
look.
mean, maybe. I probably don't believe that, but if I looked into it more, I could be convinced, maybe.
You should look into it a little bit because I feel like it'd be something you could I could see you buying into.
You were about to say I could convince myself of.
Yeah.
I don't convince myself of anything, AJ. I
Isn't that
have
all opinions
beliefs.
are?
I have
Convincing yourself
belief.
of one thing
They
versus
they come
another.
from they come from my innate being. They come from my sense of self-worth, from my engagement with others.
So
Bitch.
you're convincing yourself still.
No,
Yeah.
no. I know things. They are not opinions, they are facts.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't seem like he's related, but he had a rough. I mean, it said his mom died when he was in eighth grade, and then He was raised by his grandma who died a year later.
Why'd
Yeah,
you mute me again, you little bastard?
that was just for the fun of it.
Ah,
Hello,
What if I mute me?
can you hear me?
hello.
I don't know. You must have hit your mute button or something, Jack. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, my
Yeah, you
AirPod
just kind
died,
of.
so wasn't
I'm
recording.
gonna say we didn't. I didn't hear anything until after you said Aunt Edwards is.
This is much better. This is the podcast I want to have. This is how things should be going.
I'm going to touch you, Joe, inappropriately.
Thank you, Jeff, for respecting the 60-second rule. Thank you. Some people understand that when you're put in timeout, you stay in timeout.
Oh, he's got a firework. He's gonna burn you, man. Oh no, never mind. He's more masochist. He wants to burn
Hey,
himself.
I'm perfect. I'm perfectly fine with distractions. Whoa. All right.
Whoa.
Well, predictions for Thursday Night Football: Texans versus the Jets.
The Jets find some way to fuck it up again.
I mean, this time at least they can just be like, we're playing the Texans. It's like all the games before this are the games they should have won so that they could have an excuse to lose one of these games. Because now
Yeah,
they're definitely gonna lose.
Yeah,
They're
they
gonna be.
are so bad.
I know. Are they gonna be 2-7 after this week?
I think so. Yeah,
Something like that.
That's so sad.
that's terrible.
They put all of their eggs in the Aaron Rodgers basket at the wrong time.
They did.
God damn.
They like even just like why like why?
Yeah,
And they're gonna have a bye week after this week. They're fucked.
yeah, they're not looking good.
They're absolutely cooked.
Okay, their next after the Texans, their next 6 games are the Cardinals, Colts, Seahawks, Dolphins, Jaguars, Rams, and then Bills, Dolphins.
And the sad part
So
is that like all of those games are toss-ups for the Jets. I could
I
see
know. Well,
any of
I mean,
those
that's the
teams
thing with
losing.
the Jets is it's not a toss-up. They lose.
Yeah,
It should be like even just like 50-50, but they're not. They're losing like all of these games embarrassingly.
yeah.
So they beat the Titans, they beat the Patriots, and then they've lost to the Broncos, the Vikings, the Bills, the Steelers, and the Patriots.
Yeah. Wow.
And like the Patriots, it's like that's unexcusable because that's one of the games you came into the year thinking like you have that in the bag. Like, yeah, at least you're gonna win that
Mhm.
game.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now you can't even say that. And it's not because of the Patriots situation change. It's because you have found a way to downgrade yourself into being a Patriots level organization.
Oh,
Yep.
wow. I just looked it up because I know that Anthony Richardson has not been good on the Colts,
Uh-uh.
and that they benched him earlier today for Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's who AJ has and who he has to cut for Jameis Winston.
Yep.
Wow.
Or who you got Bo Nix.
I did get Bo Nix.
Fuck him. Um But yeah, I think the Bears beat the Cardinals. Who the Packers got?
The Lions.
Next week.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, that'll be a good game.
Well, we don't know if Jordan Love's going to be playing, so
Oh yeah.
It might be better for you if he doesn't, though.
it's hard to say.
He scores a lot more, but he also turns the ball over a lot more. Or like he like actually accounts for more touchdowns, I guess I should say, but
Yeah, it like I said, it's hard to feel confident in Malik Willis going against Detroit.
yeah, I mean, but like you can't super expect just because and not like the if the Packers played the Bears today, like you could absolutely expect the Packers to win. Like they would be favored by a lot. But if they like if either one of us play the Lions, we're looking up at them, you know. So
Yeah.
they're one of the best like three teams in the entire league, probably.
Yeah. And like the thing with them is it's also like a complete team.
Yeah, exactly. Like even if Jordan Love's playing and like not playing turnover football, it's still like a toss up. Slash the Lions are probably favored.
Yeah, I think even like do the Lions and Chiefs play at all this year? That might be our one way that the Chiefs finally take their L.
I don't think they can. I don't think they can
Mhm.
because they
Do,
played last year.
do you think the Chiefs go undefeated this season?
I I bet that they might, so I hope so.
As in you have put a bet down that they would?
Yeah, yeah. I have. Let me look. I have like a $3 or $4 bet on any team to go undefeated, and
Dang, so part of you was rooting for the Vikings for a little bit.
oh yeah, dude. I was simultaneously. I was funny because it was like they're one of the only teams I put a future in to have under 5.5 wins, and then they were like very quickly one of the only teams I could be like, no, I want you to go undefeated. Actually,
Yeah. Because I think they went 5-0, right?
yeah, they did. They did.
So, so yeah, they like almost immediately
But
ruined
now
your
they've
one
lost a
bet.
game, so now I'm back to rooting for them to go under 6 wins. So that has to happen for the rest of the season then.
Yeah, they just have to lose out.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it was a very quick from like thinking they could win every game to now I have to hope for them to lose. And also they do not look like they're going to be able to keep coaching their way out of situations like they were to start the season. So
Yeah. Arnold's come back to earth a little bit.
they'll still win games, but they're going to need to like adjust and figure out new ways because
Yeah. I think they're gonna be one of those like 500 fringe wild card teams.
yeah. Well, and especially like Flores, it'll be interesting to see what he does to adjust again. Just like the same thing happened last year, where like it for the first however much of the season, it was really really effective. All these blitzing and like all the just like the craziness and whatnot, but then after that, it's like the Dolphins
Oh,
too. It's like if you go too gimmicky once you get figured out and you don't have anything to fall back on, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You got to play a good. The Lions play a good balance of like they're a gimmicky team, but they do all the basic football stuff really, really well.
Yeah. And it's
Where like they,
all go ahead.
sorry, Yeah, no, they whip out all these crazy fun plays and everything, but it's like after you know that they have a really beefy offensive line and David Montgomery and a really solid like run game and play action game and three competent receivers and
Yeah, pretty much just like it seems like you said, where like the Dolphins' whole thing is to be gimmicky, whereas the Lions are gimmicky because their base is fundamental.
yeah, exactly. They can afford to spend time doing that now because they built such a good foundation of non-gimmick. Um, but yeah, I hate everyone. Bye.
Good way to end off.
That was Robot
Just what a robot
Yeah.
would
Rage.
say.
All right. Good night, everyone.
All
And
right, good
this
night,
has
guys.
been
Robot
Wait.
Rage.
AJ, the Patriots are playing who again?
The
Oh, the Lions.
Lions.
Do you think they're gonna win?
No.
No. All right. This has been
Robot
Robot Rampage.
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 All right. Bye,
All right,
fellas.
see ya.
See you
Later.
next time.